right, you can call us here at 737-7767. We'll be able to answer any phone calls or any questions you might have. Till those calls start coming in, I do want to say that we've talked about the A-rig. We talked about, now, before we leave the A-rig, or Tennessee rig, whichever one, what is the preferred technique for throwing it and retrieving it and all that?
I usually just throw it on a bait caster, you know, with at least 40 pound. Some people use 60, you know, braid. I usually use 40, and it's worked good for me.
Okay. Now, at Guntersville, how do you do it? I mean, you cast it out there. Okay, you made a long, good cast. What do you do then?
Well, once again, it depends on what part of the lake you're in. You know, if you're in some hydrilla, what I have a lot of luck doing is throwing it out there. You know, you want to get in that hydrilla where it's, say, 14, 16 foot of water. Hydrilla is coming up to about 5 or 6 foot below the surface.
Right.
You know, throw that thing out there, count maybe one, start reeling, and then I'll slow it down until it starts bumping that hydrilla.
You can feel it bumping that hydrilla.
You can. When you get right in there, you're in the zone.
That's where they are.
Yeah.
And they will come busting through that hydrilla.
Oh yeah, yeah. You know, and really this time of the year, I mean, is a perfect time to be throwing a rig, because, like I said, them big fish are moving up just right outside of the spawning area. You know, so
now that's Guntersville, the technique that you would use in Guntersville. What would you use at, say, Old Hickory or Percy Priest, where we don't have that grass and stuff?
If I was like out on Percy Priest with that, I'd put it as close to the bottom as I could get it.
Now, all right. That's just something, though, that you got to play with.
It is.
You got to know how fast that thing's falling.
That's true.
Where you're throwing it, what kind of depth and all that. But you think closer to the bottom.
I do, because, I mean, you think about it. You know, if you're out there and you're throwing a spinnerbait, you're trying to knock that spinnerbait off of anything you can.
Right.
You know, there's a lot of big rocks in Priest. I mean, I've fished Priest a lot. There's a lot of big rocks, you know, and if you get that A-rig down there and you're bouncing it off of some rocks, you know, them big fish, they like to move up shallow lots of times on Priest, getting them crevices, you know, and where they still feel hid, but yet they're in 2, 3, 4 foot of water.
Right.
They can still get that sun. So, you know, to me, I would put it, you know, and I know a lot of people on Priest go up in the creek arms.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and throw that thing and get it down there close to the bottom.
That's the trick.
To me, it is on Priest.
All right. So A-rigs, we got that. But now, these big swim baits, and I want to hear the technique that works for both the big and, you know, the 4.5, 5 inch swim bait. Also, if you're just throwing a single, what's your techniques, Jeff?
Mainly, where I like to fish, you know, just a single bait. You know, maybe not that big. Maybe if he was with a 6 inch, you know, we sell some 6 inch too.
Right.
That's just like that. That's not weighted, you know, but we can weight them. Really, where your river, like say on Priest, a lot of times where that channel leaves the bluff, you know, going out into open water. Swim that down those drops. You know, I know some people, Thomas, you know, is out there a lot, and he swims that a lot. Dayton Blair swims it a lot. They have a lot of success, you know, in those areas, you know, and just swim it down those drops. You know, let it fall, let it come to you. Just swim it right down those drops.
Now, are they just like slowly retrieving it so it is at an angle going down, and it's just wiggling back and forth like a normal fish?
Yes, they are.
And then when they reach bottom, they bring it at a slight angle up, right?
Right. It's usually running at about a 45.
Okay.
You know, especially these weighted ones, because it's weighted back away from the head.
Right.
You know, they're going to fall down at about a 45. They're coming back up at about a 45.
Man, that is awesome. And that's just a swim, but I got to show this because we got to get a close up of this. Ladies and gentlemen, this one right here will get your arm broke, I think. I really do. This is a Picasso chatterbait with one of Jeff Hill's killer
swim baits. 5 inch.
And the 5 inch, and we've got it to match the skirt.
Perfectly.
And I tell you what, that would if that won't get your arm broken, ain't nothing out there will. I'm ready to go fishing now.
Oh yeah, that killer bait has got unbelievable action.
Yes, it does.
It's got some of the best action on a swim bait. You know, Casey Martin's told me that you know, he swims swim baits all over the country. I mean, you know, this man's all over the place. You know, and he told me that it's a killer. That's why I named it the killer.
The killer. All right, we got some phone calls, Jeff. We have Johnny on line 1.
Yes, sir. Glad to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you. How can we help you tonight, Johnny?
Well, I want to know an address that I can get that, I call it a chatterbait, but you call it a swim bait.
Yeah.
And the more you swim it's the deeper it goes. Is that the one that you had on last week?
Yes, sir. Now, that is a Picasso chatterbait. And it is made by Picasso Lure Company, and their website is just PicassoLures.com. If you'll look at that, we are trying to, and we're in the process of trying to get some of this stuff in Gander Mountain right now. We've talked to those folks, and we're trying to get it there. Another place is called Tackle Experts, TackleExperts.com. They're up here, right outside of Murray, Kentucky, right there at the head of Kentucky Lake.
Benton.
Benton,
Sir,
Kentucky.
what about that swim bait you had on there? Where do I get that at?
This man right here, if you'll come over here to Channel 5, we'll hook you right up. But I swear, he's got him in the back end of his trunk. But now let me tell you something else too, because Jeff has MadDadLures.com.
Yes.
Mad Dad Lures.
MadDadLures.com. And we'll probably get a link to him also from Southern Woods and Waters, but you can go straight to that, go right to his website and order them.
Or just call me.
Or just call you. At what number?
It's 615-429. 429.
429.
0335.
0335.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I want to thank you, and y'all going to be getting them what's that bait, that swim bait? I can get that from him too?
You can
Yes,
get them from
yes.
him. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, I want to thank you.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate you. And we got, who? We got Jake. Jake, how can we help you tonight?
That's my grandson.
I just want to say hey to Jeff.
Is that Jeff's grandson?
Yes. Hey, Jakey Allen, how are you?
What are you doing, Jakey Allen?
Watching the video.
Oh, is it about crappie or bass?
Bass.
That's a boy after my own heart right there. I tell you what. Now, Jakey Allen, how many crappie did you catch this winter?
I don't know.
Quite a few.
Was it over 2?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Was it less than 100,000?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we know where it's coming. You're an awesome fisherman, Jakey Allen, and I tell you what, anytime Papa wants to go, are you going?
Yeah.
Now, you told me the other day he wakes you up.
Oh, he's ready to go. If I tell him we're going to leave at 4 in the morning, he's dressed, sitting in the front room at like 3. I mean, he's ready.
He's ready to go.
He is. He's ready.
Well, Jakey, you going to send us some pictures of some of these big crappie you catching?
I don't know.
You better send me some. You better send me some. All right. I appreciate you, Jakey.
Okay.
See you soon, brother.
Bye.
Hey, bye.
Great deal. And we got Mike. Mike, how can we help you tonight?
Hey, Hugh, I got a question to ask you. The
Sure.
swim bait you had on there, can a man use that to catch rockfish? And my other question is, the chatterbait that you just had, can you use for that for bass or crappie like down here on Kentucky Lake in the grassy areas? And I'll hang up and thank you for your time.
You bet, Mike. Appreciate that call right there. And Mike, yes, you can. These big swim baits are awesome for striper and rock bass.
Yes.
I mean, they're after big baits.
Yeah, they are.
I can vouch. Joy has caught 22 and 18 pound and 22 pound stripers on 15-inch rainbows. So these baits are just like an hors d'oeuvre for them. They'd love to have something like that, size.
Yeah.
So great size there. And yeah, even look at even this size right here. When you find those big rock bass and stripe and hybrid in the jumps, this is how the fun's going to start.
Oh yeah,
right
you
here.
could take that and put it on like an 1/8 ounce weedless.
Yeah.
Or 1/4 ounce. Swim it right up there close to the top.
Oh man, it'll be on then. And as far as the chatterbait is a Picasso lure chatterbait, and yes, you can swim it right alongside those grass beds on Kentucky Lake. And I'm sure if a 3-pound crappie will hit a jig or hit a 1 ounce spinnerbait, it'll definitely hit a 1/2 ounce chatterbait.
Oh yeah, definitely.
No doubt.
Yes.
So we hope that helps you out. Thank you once again, all of the callers that we got tonight. We appreciate those calls so much. A lot of great calls tonight too. So a lot of people interested, and a lot of people getting cabin fever, and they want to get out there and fish, and they want to make their next trip more exciting. So we'll do that. I do want to, since Jackie Allen called, I do want to remind you that we do have our coloring contest for kids out on our website, southernwoodsandwaters.com. If you will simply download the picture, color it, and send it in to the address that's on the website, we got a panel of judges that will judge it. And if you're the winner, you will receive a $20 check from Southern Woods and Waters that'll go straight to you. And you say, Mom, I don't need your $20. I got my own.
That's true.
So it's a good deal for you, and we appreciate that. So remember, go to southernwoodsandwaters.com and click on the coloring page and download it, color it, send it in to us. We'll be glad to judge it. Well, February's almost at an end, so make sure that you get it in before March 1st. I do want to say, you've got other baits, and now that we got MadDadLures.com, we got them on there, get linked, everything like that. You don't just handle swim baits.
Oh no, we do a lot of crawls, do a lot of big worms, 12-inch paddle tail worms. We did come out, I want to talk about this one swim bait.
Okay.
We did come out with this, it's the killer. It's an 8.5-inch swim bait. And
let me hold it over here. We'll hold it over here, and I want to show the close-up. So,
and there's many different ways that you can rig this. You know, you can put it on a 5/8 ounce head and swim it. You can put it on the back of a chatterbait. But I wanted to give you one other idea, and that is to Carolina rig it with 1 ounce to 1.25 ounces with about a 3 to 4 foot lead.
Really?
And you better hang on.
Dude, you think we could win a tournament or two before you give away everything? Lord, man, we need to win something every now and then. Hold back something. I tell you, great deal right here, though. And you've just come out with these.
Yes, I did.
So, hey, we got to do our tip of the week right now, and I want you to give this tip because Casey Martin, you went fishing with him.
Tip of the week.
And he told you,
what was it?
He told you about the colors, about when to use on deep water and what to use when you run in shallower water. What was the 2 colors?
I was trying to think.
Darker.
Oh yeah, darker. He said the lighter. You know, I make him a lot of different baits. A lot of the baits I make him, lots of times, you know, it depends on where he's going to be fishing it. You know, these bigger ones, they do work better if, you know, in deeper water like this dark blue, you know, compared to a light blue like that's on the back of this chatterbait right here.
Or this one.
Or this here. You know, you can see up there that it's really a light blue color, you know, to run shallower because
That's
it looks more real.
0 to 10 feet.
Yeah,
probably.
10, 12, something
10
like
or
that.
12.
And then, you know, your darker is going to get down there 25, 30 feet.
And that was his trick. He said a lot of people make the mistake in throwing A-rigs that are too light.
Yes.
And they're going way deep.
Yes.
So keep those in mind. That's a great tip. Thank you, Casey Martin, for that tip. We got to take a break. When we come back, we've got the recipe section going for you. So hurry back to more. So was the water.
Team Nashville Bassmaster invites you to our 26th annual Frostbite Big Bass Open, February 27th at Faith Sands Marina. This event will feature a guaranteed payout for the biggest bass. Have a boat? Bring a friend. See our website for details. Hope to see you there.